Warminster, England, Christmas Eve, 1964. Local resident Mildred Head is startled awake by an unnerving noise coming from above her bedroom. At first, it resembles tree branches brushing against the roof tiles, but it quickly grows more violent.
It sounded like thousands upon thousands of tiles being ripped off and then thrown back on. It was utterly terrifying, and also there was a vibration going through the house.
It was like her house was being pelted by hailstones or something. But when she looked outside, it was a clear sky.
The only explanation Mildred could come up with for the frightening event was that the noise may have been the result of military testing at a nearby Royal Air Force base. That is, until her neighbor, Marjorie Bay, had a strange experience of her own.
The very next day, Marjorie Bay was going to church when she was assaulted by a series of strange vibrations that she felt reverberating through her body. And shortly afterwards, dozens of other witnesses in and around Warminster reported the same thing. It was as if some unseen force was just taking hold of people and shaking them.
Residents of Warminster report hearing humming or droning noises. They heard whistling sounds, they saw lights up in the sky, UFOs.
Unable to explain what they were experiencing, more than 300 residents assembled a town hall meeting demanding answers.
The most disturbing factor is that many of our townspeople have been frightened by unusual sounds. If tonight we can contribute something constructive to the explanation of these phenomena, it might be able to assure these people who have nothing to be alarmed about.
Eventually, the national papers took an interest. People started flocking to Warminster, and they would do nightly sky watches. And very often, they would see these mysterious lights in the sky.
Finally, in September 1965, residents got their best glimpse of the mysterious thing.
And from that point onwards, Warminster became the place to go and see flying saucers. It was the first sort of UFO hotspot in the British Isles.
Is it possible that the frightening vibrations, strange sounds, and unusual lights experienced in Warminster were caused by an extraterrestrial presence? Some researchers believe further clues were provided roughly a decade later, when a mountain village to the north witnessed what many suggest was an otherworldly event. Llandrillo, Wales, January 23rd, 1974. It's a quiet evening in this rural community when residents are suddenly shaken by an extraordinary event.
A number of people in the area perceived something anomalous, like a fleet of UFOs. Now, at the same time that these strange lights were seen, whatever they were, there was an impact on the Berwyn Mountains.
According to residents, the police and military showed up just minutes after the impact.
We have stories of convoys of military personnel in the area, of roads being blocked off by the military and by the police. The most controversial story of all came from a British military officer, James Prescott. Now, according to Prescott, the military recovered the remains of a crashed UFO and a number of dead alien bodies.
Dead alien bodies? Is it possible that the impact in Llandrillo was caused by an extraterrestrial spacecraft? And if so, does this lend further support to the notion that the strange phenomena experienced in the nearby town of Warminster have an otherworldly explanation? As far as ancient astronaut theorists are concerned, the answer is a resounding yes.